All right, what is up, everybody? Divine Hood here, coming at you with another daily update on Bitcoin. All right, in this video, I'm just going to go over Bitcoin real quick so I can get this video out, and then later, right afterwards, I'll go over some altcoins here. But guys, I talked about this yesterday, in my video yesterday. I talked about this actually for the past weekend. I talked about this being an ABC correction to the downside. And if this could have been our B wave top here, and then we would start our aggressive C wave to the downside. And sure enough, it does look like we're starting that aggressive push to the downside. So where can we look at? Because we are right now breaking our value area low of the big November 11th range. And this is a bit scary, guys. Also, we are not seeing any real bull divs on the charts right now. So let's go ahead. Let's go on to our daily time frame. Let me go ahead and mark out this range here. If we do our fixed range volume profile from November 11th to present day, now let's zoom back into the hourly chart, and you can see, let me pull this all the way. You can see we are breaking the value area low of our big daily range with volume to the downside. We just failed the liquidity grab at 93.3. It did not work. Money flow looks horrible here. 1 hour bull divs are about to be invalidated. 4 hour, if we go on to the 4 hour chart, 4 hour, bull divs invalidated. Money flow looks like garbage. I warned about this yesterday in the video, you guys. I said I do not see a lack of any bull divs. I do not see, as far as money flow looks on the higher time frames, we were here yesterday and money flow was just starting to come out aggressive, and I warned that this could happen, that we could see a bigger drop to the downside. Also, last week I made a macro video saying the top might be in, or is the top near? Are we due for a bigger correction? Now, I'm not saying the top is over. We still haven't even broke our 89K lows. You know, we're still just kind of, we're breaking the range right now to the downside, our bigger range to the downside. We are still range trading for now. We could see a deviation past this value area low, come down to the bottom of our band. Remember, I said if this value area low doesn't hold, we could come down to the bottom of the band, SFP 91K, and then make a move back up. But let's go ahead and look at this ABC correction here that I've been talking about. And let's put on our ABC here. So we had the highs on Friday, which, by the way, we rejected to the dollar from the top of the pitchfork, where we had a golden pocket and where I warned we could see a rejection. Had our Bybit crash, hack crash, came up over the weekend, and we back tested the value area high. And when we couldn't get back above the value area high, I did warn that this could be the end of the B wave and we could dump and see our C wave. So where do we want to see our C wave end here? And that's the question, because we are definitely seeing an impulse down right now for the day here. And a C wave is usually a 5-wave impulse to the downside within the C wave. It's a smaller 5-wave impulse within this C wave to the downside. So let's go ahead. We can take our trend-based Fibonacci extinction tool. We go from the highs of wave A to the lows of wave A to the highs of wave B. And your ABC correction target on this, the most common targets are between the 1-to-1 fib extinction and the 1.236. On an expanded flat, it can go to the 1.618, or an expanded correction there. So let's look at this. Look at where we're coming down into right now. Did we hit it yet? No. Let me zoom in on this. Boom. Okay. Not quite yet here. And actually on Coinbase, let's go to the Coinbase chart. I do like the Coinbase chart a bit better. Let's go to the hourly and let's do that extinction pool. Let me delete this. I'll redo it for you guys here. From the highs of A to the lows of A to the highs of B, you can see 92,300 to 91,239 is going to be our ABC correction target on Coinbase. Now on Bybit, it's a bit higher. Bybit, we pretty much just hit the 1-to-1 at 92.6. And let's see, so far we're not really seeing a good reaction. I mean, it just happened seconds ago. So, but I do like Coinbase levels better. So I am going to be paying attention to Coinbase levels better. Now, yesterday in the video, so I want to describe what happened since yesterday. I made my video yesterday, and we were seeing that we saw this small push up here. And right after, as I was making my video, I was talking about we were coming down to this box of support here. And I said, you could look for a scalp long here. I'm really not interested in it based off the way price action looks, but this might give us a small bounce. And so let's go ahead and zoom in here. And what happened? We dropped exactly to our 22-day range value area low. We saw the SFP into our naked daily point of control, hit into our value area low, and we did see a nice, this would have been a for sure win of a scalp trade. I did say, even if we bounce here, expect a lower high in the making before dropping more. Well, you could have still taken this as a scalp. Now, while this was happening, I was live in the Discord with the Casper crew. A couple people asked me if I was going to take it. It was literally like 10:30 at night for me, right before bedtime. So I said, no, I'm not taking it because I'm going to bed. But I did say, this does look like it might play out valid, be a valid scalp. If you're scalping this, TP1 would be the VWAP, TP2 golden pocket. And what I'm talking about with the golden pocket, I'm talking about the golden pocket of this last move down here. So let's go ahead and pull that golden pocket from the highs to the lows here. And we'll put on our golden pocket. And you can see here, we did see some wicks up past the golden pocket, but the golden pocket was the overall rejection area of this area. So I would have gotten 2 TPs on this trade if I was awake and taking this, because I would have done TP1 at the VWAP, TP2 at the golden pocket, and then let the rest ride just in case it was going to break up to that 97.7 area or get stopped out if it drops, which it did. So two good TPs on this little scalp here, though. That for me is a win in any book. And since then, we started dumping this morning. Now, here's the key thing, guys. You see this smaller range here? This is our 22-day range that we've been trading in ever since that very aggressive crash that happened 3 Sundays ago. And look at what happened this morning. So this morning, we were live in Jason Casper crew Discord and everything, and he was doing a stream. We dropped below, and we did see a bounce from our 94K area, which was the 1.618 target, but it was also the exact midline of our pitchfork, where I did say we could see a bounce at the midline of our pitchfork. Well, look at this. We did get the bounce at the midline of the pitchfork. And what did we do? We came back up to bearishly backtest the value area low. Now, anytime you bounce from a support level, but you're losing a range that we've been in for 22 days or more, we came up, we bearishly backtested the VWAP in confluence with our value area low that we broke down earlier in the day, and we rejected. And I told people in the Discord, the second you see that rejection, get out of it. Get out of that trade, because I did long this as well. I longed the exact touch. This was also the 1.618. If you do a trend-based Fibonacci extinction, once again, in impulse waves, this is within a C wave, you see a 5-wave impulse to the downside, right? So you pull your trend-based Fibonacci extinction here. We go to our 1.618, and you see that the 1.618, and actually that's the wrong pull. Let's do this. Let's see here. This is our wave 1. This is our wave 2. Yeah, okay. So here we go from here to here to here, and you see your 1.618. Now or maybe I did have the right pull the first time. Anyways, we hit the 1.618. We hit our pitchfork midline. We did see a bounce, but this is the key thing. When we bounced up to our value area low, the range that we just broke to the downside. And once we broke that range to the downside, oftentimes in a healthy market, you'll come back up to the top of that, to that value area low, especially on low time frame, to back test it to confirm the rejection. Well, we bounced from the pitchfork midline, came back up to it, back tested it pretty much to the dollar, saw the rejection. Now, as soon as I saw that rejection, actually, we started rejecting at first from our prior lows, and I got out of 50% of my position when these were our prior lows, and you can see we saw the bounce, and we started rejecting in this candle. So I closed 50% of my position when we rejected from these prior lows. But then we made another higher low from the golden pocket, came back up to the value area low. When we started rejecting the value area low, I said, I'm out. I can see that this is not going to go the way we want it to go. We had to keep in mind that we were expecting a bigger ABC correction and another push to the downside. Also, since we hit our 1.618, we were expecting that because we hit the 1.618, this could be a 4th wave before a 5th wave to the downside to complete the crash. And so as soon as you saw that rejection, you should have got out. Now, Jason was live in the regular YouTube, and I was telling people in the chat, you guys, we did bounce from the 1.618 in the pitchfork midline, but we are rejecting from our value area low. And if you guys took that long from 94, I would be getting out of that long. And so we did reject, and look at, once we rejected, we chopped down a little bit, tried to bounce a couple times on the hourly from this pitchfork midline, but the second we lost it, we dumped here. And now we are dumping down to our 1-to-1 fib target. Now, this is the 1-to-1 fib target on Bybit, but on Coinbase, it is lower, and I do like the Coinbase levels better. I am going to be waiting for 92.3. Now, if we start bouncing right now from Bybit, so be it. I'll get in when we reclaim the value area low, because if we can get back above the value area low and flip it to support again, I do think we can go high. We can see a reversal. But here's the thing, guys. Look at our money flow. This is the 1 hour chart. Look how bad this money flow looks right now. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. When I said yesterday, look at this, how bad this is. Our momentum wave, we're seeing what Jason calls a butt cheek blowout. The possibility of bull divs that I highlighted yesterday, gone. We needed a higher low of a momentum wave here to see the 4 hour bull divs between the 93.3K lows and our new lows. We're not seeing that. Money flow looks horrible. To me, this looks like it's going lower. And so, and you can see also our 1.236 target is around that bottom of the pitchfork band, the same band that has been holding us ever since this band was made. So let me delete this smaller range now. Oh, not that. Let's get this smaller band here. Let's delete this. What am I doing? Yeah, okay, I had that right. Smaller band, you can see bounce from the pitchfork, lower band, bounce from 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 lower band. Again, bounce from the upper part of the lower band. Do we come down to the upper part of the lower band again and bounce at our 1.236? Maybe. That's what it looks like. I mean, we still haven't hit the 1-to-1 fib target on Coinbase yet. We're coming down to it right now. And actually, I do need to be ready for this. So let me grab my phone here just in case. By the way, guys, I do not see the divs that I like to see. So far, I have no confirmation to take a trade. None. Let's go on to the 12-minute. No bull divs on the 12-minute. Let's go on to the 6-minute. No bull divs on the 6-minute. You know what? I'll put my phone down. Don't even need to look at this. I'm not taking this here. If we see a bounce here, so be it. I am not taking this because I do not see my confirmations to enter. If we bounce from here, so be it. I will look to get in when we see a small correction after the bounce. But right now, say we bounce here, we do something like this, I will look to get in here because it'll give us some time for some divs to form. Or not even really bull divs because you want to see lower lows. But I'll look for bullish CVD absorption in here to look to get in. I am not getting in right now. To be very, very clear, I am not getting in right now. We have finally hit the 1-to-1 fib target on Coinbase. All right, now let's go ahead and look at a couple other things here, guys. Let's go to our bigger pitchfork, not this one, our bigger pitchfork where we finally were breaking this band to the downside. So if we go onto our daily chart here, and I was warning about this through this entire range, the lower part of the band was holding a support. We were starting to close candles below it in this area, and I just did not like it. And then when we came up last Friday, Thursday and Friday, to back test this band, and we rejected here on the daily time frame, we could not get a daily candle close back in this pitchfork band. I said it doesn't look good, guys. It just does not look good. And we could dump to 85K or 87K. And it looks like we're on our way. It sucks, but we were prepared for this. We saw the signals ahead of time. I've been warning about the bearish high time frame signals. I've been warning about the money flow in this entire range coming out to the downside. During this entire range forming, our money flow had topped out and had been severely coming out on the daily time frame. I did warn about yesterday, our bull divs that we were seeing on the daily were getting invalidated because it was starting to roll over again. Well, guess what? It has rolled over again. And now I was talking yesterday about a possible third drive of bullish div. If we see 1, 2, 3 here, that's even starting to get invalidated. But I did say in order to see that, we have to close below 91K. If we see a lower low below 91K, we could see triple bull divs here. Actually, not necessarily because this is the low. So even if we have 3 lower lows now in the price action, but our daily does not look like it's going to give us that bull div, at least right now. If we do see a bounce here, we have market close within an hour. And right now, I'm making this video a little bit early just because what's happening on the charts here. I wanted to get this out as soon as possible. Bitcoin does not look good right now. And there is a big possibility we finally come take the liquidity of the lows of this range. Or, guys, unfortunately, I have been also warning about the higher time frame bearish signals that we've been seeing. Let me go on to the weekly chart here. And when we did see And let me go ahead and turn off our fib channel real quick and turn on this channel. We have been at the top of this cycle trend here, the cycle channel trend. And the other day on Friday, we've been trading below it on the daily for a few days. You can see here, let's actually zoom in onto the daily chart. And you can see on Friday what happened when we pumped all the way up from 93.3 all the way up to 98K, pretty much 99K. You can see our daily tried to get back above this cycle channel. We couldn't. We just saw a wick above to the top of the bearish pitchfork, rejected, and we closed the daily here below our major cycle channel trend, and now we are dumping. Everything was pointing more bearish for me, and I hate to be a bear. I just want to do what the charts are showing me, and you got to kind of take your emotions out of it and look at this in a logical thing. Did I know that for sure this was going to happen? No, I didn't. But I did see a higher probability of a dump coming in with the ABC correction possibility here. You know, this ABC correction with the dumps on the Bybit hack here, you know, the ABC here. And of course, it's happening now. The really bearish scenario is what if this is not an ABC, but it's the start of a bigger impulse down, you know, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. I mean, that could happen to 85K. So, all right, looks like let's go back into this. I want to make sure. Oh, wow. Okay. See this, guys? I mean, ooh. All right. That 1-to-1 fib ABC correction target hit pretty much to the dollar. We're seeing a bounce now, but we are also seeing a bounce from the value area low for a second, and that didn't work out. So I am going to monitor this. I'm not longing yet. I don't see any confirmations to long this. I hate it. If it goes up without me, so be it. I have to stick to my rules, and I have to not see this confirmation launch. So let me, I know this is unprofessional, but I do want to post in the Discord real quick to update the guys that we hit the 1-to-1 target. All right, just 1 second, guys. All right, okay, so now we are looking at the 1.236. If this does hold, I will look for a little bit of consolidation within here, a little mini range to form, and we will come into our CVD and look for our bullish absorption. But okay, speaking of CVD, let's go into our CVD here. Look how healthy this push down today has been so far. So market has been dropping all day long here. You can see on the 15 minutes, it's been dropping all day long. The CVD is going down. That means there's fresh market shorts coming into the market or shorts coming into the market. And we know it's fresh market shorts because look at our open interest. Our open interest is just increasing this entire push down. So these are fresh shorts that are coming into the market, successfully pushing the price down. Volume increase on the red, volume increase on the red, volume increase on the red here. We are seeing a successful push to the downside. Now, guys, at the end of a C wave, when you hit your 1-to-1 target, oftentimes at the end of a C wave, you do see the highest volume at the end of the ABC correction, at the end of the C wave. So the fact that we are seeing really high volume now here in this push, this last little push here, does tell me that we could be bottoming out on our ABC correction, and we might see a push up from here. I mean, obviously this was the Bybit hack, and the traditional markets really dumped hard that day. That's a huge volume, but look at our spike in volume today too. And yes, this is green volume, but look at that candle. It's not a bullish candle. So yes, it closed green, but make no mistake, majority of the volume within this candle was red. And so that is a bit concerning here. Now, I'm going to delete this box because I did show you that scalp did play out. We got our 2 TPs from that scalp. I didn't personally take it because I was sleeping, or I was right about to go to bed when we were hitting into it. So we can delete all these now because we've lost that. Now, here's the thing, guys. We were looking for the SFP of the 93.3K lows into our value area low. But when it started coming down here just now in the Discord, in Jason Casper's Discord, I just said, you guys, I'm not longing yet because, oh, actually, I did take a long from here and I closed it down because we don't see bull divs here. We weren't seeing bull divs here. We did get a good reaction off the value area low at the first time we touched it. So let's go on to like the 5-minute chart. And you can see the very first time we touched the value area low, pretty much to the dollar, we got a push up here. The second we started losing our SFP level, it's like, okay, close the trade down. This is not going to work. And so, you know, get out of the trade. SFP is not going to work. And now we look for lower. And we are below our value area low. We just came and hit our 1-to-1 fib target here. And we'll just have to see if this 1-to-1 fib target holds or not. All right. So let's go ahead and just look at this. Like 5 minute, no bull divs on the 5 minute here. Nothing really. Zoom into our 1 minute chart. No bull divs even on the 1 minute, really. It's just, I can't take this, guys. I can't take this. It might go up without me here. What I'm looking for now, because we don't have any bull divs, I'm looking for a back test of the value area low and a come down here. If it bounces from here and we start to reclaim the value area low, I might take a long from that reclaim of the value area low. And then in that case, you would take that long from the reclaim of the value area low. Let me get rid of those. You'd go for the long from the reclaim of the value area low. You'd have to put your stop below this low here. And then you would shoot for somewhere, you know, up here. VWAP would be a good first take profit. But this could be the start of a much bigger pump to the upside as well. So you also have to be aware of that. So let's monitor this right now and see how this looks here. 1-to-1 ABC correction target hit to the exact dollar on Coinbase. Man, and this is what I'm afraid of. See how we're starting to already... Let's see. You can see here on the 1 minute, once we lost the value area low, came up, back tested on the 1 minute, back tested on 1 minute, back tested on 1 minute, dropped to that level. Now that we've actually hit our target, though, we might reclaim it. And we only have 50 minutes before close. If we close our daily candle below this bigger range value area low, that is not good for Bitcoin, you guys. That is just not good for Bitcoin. I just showed you in our CVD, this is fresh shorts pushing the market down, successfully pushing the market down, aggressive shorting, aggressive market participants, fresh shorting, pushing the market down here. Now, Michael Saylor's buying $2 billion worth of Bitcoin. It always seems like he buys at the highs right before a dump. I just, you know, you can almost use him as an inverse Kramer tool as well, because this guy always buys after a, you know, we pump for 3 days and everyone thinks the bull market's back on. And you just pumped to your local golden pocket of your 22-day range. You know, what I'm talking about is, let me go back onto the 1 hour chart. You know, we pumped here, which this was, let me get rid of there. This was looking bullish here. I was even starting to look bullish, and I was really looking for the breakout here. But this pump here, everyone gets hyper bullish. We're still just in our bearish trend. We reject from the top of our bearish pitchfork, you know, and I don't know exactly at what price Michael Saylor bought, but I just know it's not good. It's not good to be buying at these highs, especially $2 billion worth. That's such a huge amount. You know, wait for a bigger correction to come in. You know, he's a perma bull, and he does think that Bitcoin someday is going to $1 million. So with that mindset, I do understand buying at 100K. But I mean, never mind. I'm going to stop talking about that. I don't want to talk bad about people. All right, let's go back to the charts. Let's keep an eye on this. See, this is what I'm afraid of. Check this out. Chat's very active right now. All right, guys, sorry, I'm not going to respond to all this right now because I'm live in a video. I will respond as soon as I'm done here. I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Let's look at this. So Bitcoin is, you know, still looking like it wants to come to the downside. Money flow still looks bad on the 3 minute. Let's go to our 12 minute chart. 12 minute money flow is not looking super bad, and we are seeing the big green dot here, but I don't like that there's no bull divs here. Let's go to our 1 hour chart. Money flow looks like trash. We are seeing that, well, we could still see possible bull divs here, but it would have to bounce from where it's at now, which is a possibility because it is our 1-to-1 target on Coinbase. Yeah, we're pretty close to our SFP at this point. So let's go back to our 2-hour chart. Blowout here. We are not seeing our bull divs have been invalidated on the 2-hour here. So no bull divs. Money flow on the 2-hour looks like crap. We're just crossing over into the red. It just does not look good here. We are seeing that 1-to-1 fib target hold for now. 4-hour butt cheek blowout, as Jason calls it. I love that term. And you can see here, no bull divs. Our momentum wave is getting lower than this lower momentum wave. Money flow looks like absolute trash here. You guys, I mean, this is scary, but Bitcoin might dump to 85K, 87K, or even, I would first look at, we play level to level in trading, right? So what's the next level we have below us? The SFP of 91K, which is also exactly at our 1.236 fib target. I actually covered this in yesterday's video as well. 91K. Not only is it the SFP of these lows, it's our 1.236 fib extinction target, and it is the lower band of our bearish pitchfork here that we rejected from the top of. So I do think the 1.236 at 91, I'm going to use Coinbase levels, so at 91,250, we'll say, is a level to be watching. If we lose 91K, 89K is the only thing left that we have here before. I mean, we do have a daily at 87,300, and I do think that daily we could SFP 89, go all the way down to 87, bounce from 87, and close the daily above 89. That would be bullish. If we come down to 87 and don't close the daily at 89 or better, we might just drop to 85. So let's keep an eye on this. Money flow looks bad. Actually, let's go to our daily time frame and let's look at our daily here. So the daily, yeah, I mean, look at the money flow coming out again here. Let me go ahead and expand this here for you guys. Look at this money flow coming out aggressive now. You can see our butt cheek blowout is starting to, now if it gets past this one here, this low at 52 or so, we're really invalidating all of our bull divs, and that means Bitcoin might just continue to just trash to the downside. All right, that's it for now, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and upload this video so I can get this out to you guys, and then I'm going to make another video on altcoins. Peace out.